Hello, my name is Elliot Cummings, and I will be discussing the current issues that the veterinary shortage is causing at our local animal shelter, Verona Street. Many animals are currently without preventative, standard, and emergency care for both medical and behavioral issues. The current solution to the shortage is to hire more vet techs that help the veterinarian, who is volunteering part time, to help cover the shortage. Any hours the vet is unable to do, the vet techs take over and attempt to help. My solution is to create a policy that would put in more veterinary staff by having the state create a program for New York veterinary graduates called Part Time Equals Full Time. This program would allow for part time and volunteer hours to count towards the federal Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. The policy would state that once 160 hours is reached from part time and volunteer hours at non for profit locations, then it would count towards one payment towards the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. We should implement this policy as it would give incentive to vet staff to work at non-for-profits instead of at private practices. It would combat the underlying issues of unsatisfactory wages and thus combat the lack of vet staff in Rochester's animal community. The steps to implement this policy would first be to have the city reach out to the federal government to allow for part-time hours at non-for-profit locations to count towards the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. The city should also create a team that would oversee the new policy. The team would then handle implementation and continuation of the new policy. Second, the team would reach out to the local veterinary schools within New York to pull in more vets, get a head count, and create a waiting list for those interested. Third, the team would create a platform that allows for information for both vets and other non-for-profits to access. This platform would allow for hours to be logged by Verona Street volunteers. The platform would also allow vets to check their hours accrued, for new vets to check their place on the wait list, and it would also allow for ease of sending information to the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, as well as the ability to sign up, dictate hours vets are available, go on vacation, and retire if needed. Having these abilities allows for an up-to-date list of all vets that are available, thus allowing for positions to be filled anytime. Fourth would be employee retention. With the constant influx of surrenders and strays, it can take a toll on the staff. Many of the animals surrendered or brought into the shelter are in poor health, requiring special attention and medical knowledge. With the already overworked vet staff, many veterinarians avoid Verona Street to not deal with the mental toll and stress that is put on them for what seems like a fruitless endeavor. This would allow for vets to take a break when they need it, and Verona to have a supply of vets when they need it. Lastly, expansion of the program for other non-for-profits to ensure that all animals in Rochester can benefit. If these steps are followed, you would see an increase in veterinary staff, and the care for animals in Rochester would greatly improve. I chose this topic as I myself volunteer at Verona Street when I can. For the most part, I help keep up with the laundry generated by the pups every day. Seeing firsthand how much of the staff at Verona do for the community and the little thanks they get for all the hard work, I wanted to put forward one of the issues that they are more actively facing. It's sad to see all the backlash they get on social media when, for the most part, the complaints are mostly out of their control.